on my way to Colorado in this mess. Couldn't have picked the middle of summer. No, let's do December. So today we are driving a 2019 Jeep Cherokee, and I'm not a fan of Dodge at all, but driving this thing is not helping either. Gonna get back on the road here, gonna head to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and unfortunately the weather has started real rough this morning, but not to worry, because if I was on a plane, my flight could be delayed, and when I'm driving I can just stop and take a break. So it works out for me. So far, still quite a ways to go, but at least the weather's getting better. Sun's out now, wind's slowing down a little bit. Now I can at least see where I'm going. The hood is bouncing a lot. Doesn't look that bad right now, but I just went past a couple of semis and I thought the thing was coming up in my face. So I should probably pull over and check that out. So I checked the hood. It is indeed latched shut, but it does move a lot. It's where the center is kind of loose, like where the grill is. All that's very loose. I can move it all over, but the sides feel very snug. So I'm going to go past this semi. Let's see what this looks like. Check this out, you guys. This is when you have officially entered the middle of nowhere. There is nothing.
Continue for 1 mile.
This is the detour they sent me on to get around that crash. It's not even gravel. It's mud road. What a good time. Whoa, Bill. Why were you off-roading in your rental vehicle, sir? They made me do it, I swear. Holy cow. And this is to get on gravel, at least. We are throwing mud like crazy. off-roading. We finally made it. Too dark to see the mountains, unfortunately. You can almost see the outline. Probably not picked up by the camera, but made it to Colorado Springs. Time to get some work done. Beautiful morning out here in Colorado Springs. Got my coffee, got my mountain view. I don't know how well that's coming through, but nothing better than having a coffee and staring at the mountains. I have a dream that one day I will have a porch off my, porch off my house with a view of some mountains. That'd be great. Get a little lunch here at one of my favorite stops in Colorado Springs, the Rock Bottom. Good morning, everybody. It is time to leave Colorado Springs, unfortunately. Time to make the long trip home. It's been a beautiful week. Weather was great, but I will be back, so. Oh, it is a wrecking yard. Almost looked like a private collection for a moment. So now that I've spent almost a week with this 2019 Jeep Cherokee, I want to point out a few things that I've discovered along the way, some of which kind of freaked me out at first. For example, when you come to a stop in this vehicle, it shuts off like a golf cart would. The engine completely stops. The first time it happened, I actually thought the car died. And what I learned eventually is when you release the brake, the engine starts back up. So the first time I did that, I immediately am wondering if I need to start the car, put it in park, what's going on. I let my foot off the brake, and then all of a sudden we're going again. Very strange when you are not expecting it. I got used to it eventually. I guess the one tip that I learned or discovered is that when you're sitting at a stoplight or even a stop sign, you have to kind of anticipate when you are going to want to go. So, for example, the light may be turned green, but the cars haven't moved yet. Well, I want to go ahead and release a little bit of brake pressure. You don't have to let your foot off all the way. You literally just have to let it off just a little bit, and then the starter kicks in, turns the engine over, and you're back and running again, and then you can hit the gas when it's time to move. Whereas if you wait until the car in front of you goes, then let off the brake and try to hit the gas, people are going to be honking at you before you get anywhere. So a little pro tip there, just what I learned in this week. Some of you guys probably already have this feature in your vehicle. Some of you are probably like, oh God, this guy's an idiot. This has been in cars for a couple years now. Sorry, I don't have a 2019. My newest vehicle is a, 06? 09 for my wife's car, I guess. I guess the other thing to point out, we're actually getting really good gas mileage. Let's see if I can get in here. Averaging about almost 34 miles per gallon right now, which is, you guys, that's absolutely fantastic. Like a mid-size SUV like this, that's incredible. So that's really nice. But I will say that it's probably like a really small 4-cylinder engine. Yeah, there's no power, there's no get up and go whatsoever. And that's one of my biggest complaints I've had so far, is even trying to pass another vehicle in traffic, you push the gas down and it kind of eventually starts moving. I mean, it isn't like it's delayed kick in, it's like it's a delayed movement at all, and then there's no real kick to power. It just kind of goes a little bit. So it's probably a pretty small 4-cylinder, which explains the great gas mileage. And again, this is probably something that you guys might have in your vehicles already, but I don't. It has these weird automatic lights. So for example, if I have the headlights on, then go into a place where it's a little darker, it's like the headlights will get brighter and start shining differently. It's very weird, but very neat. Kind of helps you see in a way that again, I wasn't expecting the first couple times it happened. I thought maybe I hit the brights or something. But then they'll dim back down again when there's light. It must be a sensor that notices when there's light. Very strange, but kind of cool. All in all, I think it's a pretty neat vehicle. I've kind of enjoyed driving it more than I thought I would, other than, you know, the power stinks, but makes up for it with the gas mileage you get.
Good mornings, Van Halen. You never miss a minute. At Z92.com, we are streaming live all the way across the planet, and we're in your smart speakers too. Say hey, ladies and...
All right, guys, as you can see, I have made it home, and the snow that was coming down when I was leaving is still here. So that's a bit of a bummer. All that nice weather in Colorado, and come home and there's just snow everywhere around here. Hopefully you guys liked that video, and if you did, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Like it, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully we'll get back into the swing of things here. So thanks again, guys.